YouTube? This is Cover 2 Credits, and today I'm going to be doing a contemporary fantasy rundown. Recently I have read 4 different contemporary fantasy series, and we'll just run through them real quick, give you some general impressions, and give you some reviews on my behalf. So, first we have the Harbinger PI novels. In this, the main character is basically, he calls himself a paranormal PI. There's this whole secret society aspect where there's this whole network of paranormal, supernatural investigators. And basically, he and his secretary, and he's got like this whole harem of women with him, actually, that they go around and try to solve various crimes in a podunk little town in Maine. It's not super well written, but it is fairly interesting as these sorts of things go. Not my favorite series that I've read so far, but it's definitely solid. I believe there are 4 or 5 books out now. I've read all of them. They weren't bad. Like I said, not great, but not terrible. It's just, the whole thing is lacking a little certain something, I believe. Series number 2 is the Professor Crock series. Now, these I found actually really interesting. They're not quite on the level of, like, Dresden Files, but I do like the sort of the slobbish professor aspect, and the guy's pretty cool, the writing's pretty good, and the mysteries especially are very interesting. Like, I think it probably does the best mystery type stuff in terms of the novels, and also fairly solid. Kind of upset because I didn't get the audiobooks for those, so I had to actually read, which is terrible, but they were definitely solid choices and probably one of my favorites. Third series I read, the John Charming series. The books are, I believe, called Charming, Fearless, Knight in Shining, or Shining Knight? Knight in Shining Armor. Anyway, the first book is definitely Charming, and it's about John Charming, who is a Knight Templar / werewolf. Those are probably the highest in terms of sheer entertainment value. I don't think the plot's quite as well done, but I think the characters in general are a lot better than most of the other series. The characters have a lot more depth, and it goes into their backgrounds a lot more, which is very interesting, in like how they view the world and how their views of the world change, like as they interact with one another. Pretty cool. John, the Valkyrie, who is his girlfriend, sort of thing, and like I said, all of it's fairly interesting. Does a good job of building like the background information in terms of world building. But like I said, I think the plots themselves are a little weak as they go for that one. The last one, just finished the book probably like an hour ago, is the Alex Vera series. This one is mages behind the real world, although the magic system is different from most of the other like contemporary magic systems. It's a lot more high magic-y overall. I'm reading the second book right now. Honestly, I don't know. It seems, this series seems a little more shallow than the others, but there are a lot more books, and supposedly they improve as time goes on from what I'm reading from the reviews. So hopefully, as things goes on, the series will get more interesting. I'm hoping it does because I kind of like the main character, but the series itself so far has some problems, I think, and it's not really doing it for me 100%. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for these four. Honestly, if you're interested in contemporary fantasy, all of these are solid choices, but I would say the Professor Croft series and the John Charming series are probably the best of the four, at least in my opinion so far. Although, like I said, I am going through the Alex Vera series now, so I will let you know if anything changes my mind in the meantime. That's going to do it for me today. We'll keep this nice and short. I don't want to run too long. So that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like us. If you've got books you want me to read, drop me a line. I read stuff all the time, constantly. So if you've got requests, let us know. Drop us a line. Facebook, Twitter, Stair uses, all of that stuff's got going on. That's going to do it for me. And until next time, thank you for staying until after the credits.